What's your typical day like? School, homework, friends? Well, for 13-year-old Craig Kielburger, his day is pretty much the same. But also crammed in there is his fight to try to end child labor around the world.
Here's some information on the cause.
It was last April when Craig ran across this article which would change his life. It was the story of Iqbal Masih.
When Iqbal was just 4, his parents sold him into slavery for less than $16 because they desperately needed the money. For the next 6 years of his life, he remained shackled to a loom, forced to tie tiny knots to make a carpet. He worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. Now, he was eventually able to escape at the age of 10.
But 2 years later, at the age of 12, he was killed for speaking out on child labor. Along with Iqbal's story and images like this, Craig's crusade began. He formed a group called Free the Children, and this is what he does.
Hello, and thank you for allowing us to come to speak to you today. My name is Craig Kielburger, and I'm 12 years old.
He also asked students to sign a petition asking the government not to import products which are produced by children.
So make sure you sign both if possible.
He's also written the Prime Minister.
Also, we're asking our government to put pressure on other government officials and for countries where child labor is practiced.
And his technique is working. He's so convincing, many others have joined.
And we're sending it to the government officials. Nobody really knows what they're going through because we have so much in life.
Well, it kind of makes me feel lucky, like for everything I have, rather looking over my shoulder and I see all these other kids not having much.
Everyone can make a difference, even children, because we are making a big difference.
We're talking about labor and the exploitation of children.
Do you remember last summer when we ran our story on Craig Kielburger, the 13-year-old child rights activist? Well, he's back in the news again with his return from Southeast Asia. Craig may not be Prime Minister of Canada, but he's certainly getting as much attention. Craig followed the Prime Minister on his 5-country tour of Southeast Asia 7 weeks ago and has been spreading his message of ending child labor so loudly, he's gained the attention of the world media and the Prime Minister himself.
I certainly hope when young people from all across Canada come together to show that they do want an end to child labor, then he will make a commitment and will take a hard stand on Canada's behalf for the elimination of child labor.
Craig's mother expressed her surprise and delight with Craig upon his return.
I'm just as surprised as everybody else, but I think it shows that young people do have power, that they can do a lot, that we underestimate them.
You can make a carpet with him.
And so Craig Kielburger settles back into his daily life. He and others like him will continue the struggle for human rights everywhere.
There are numerous lesson plans available dealing with media literacy, TV production, social studies, history, and other subjects. Using these lesson plans along with video recordings of YTV News gives students a greater understanding of television and the news. YTV in Class, the newsletter, in its 3rd year of publication, provides details about the lesson plans available, teacher tips for using the study guides in class, and the latest information on other YTV programming and activities.
Remember to send us your comments and suggestions. If you'd like our addresses or phone number, please pause the tape here and copy them down.